Alright, time for a commentary track for our great Circus Mystery episode.
Starring Mickey and Minnie. Get it right.
Starring Mickey and Minnie. Here we go.
On Nintendo? And I'm Sega.
So we're back at Pat's place.
Yeah, we've been bouncing back and forth a little bit.
I never played these games. And I had a lot of trouble because they were so similar, and I was really nervous about the tied verdict. But luckily, nobody really said that was dumb.
Oh.
Yeah, that's on the blooper reel.
Yeah. Bloopers are good from this one. We had a good time doing it. The premise was absolutely ridiculous, so it's hard not to have a fun time.
Yeah, it was tough to figure out. I knew I was going to do something with Mickey Mouse, like a puppet. And luckily, because originally I was going to get a Mickey Mouse puppet, it was like $45. But I was able to find Mickey and Minnie for less than 30. Walgreens puppets. And that's Don Gold, Mike Tendo doing the voice of Mickey. I was talking to him because he was like getting some shit, like, you know, people shit on skits, like, I hate these skits in your videos. So he was posting that on Twitter. I was like, dude, fuck those people. I'm like, we should collab one day. He's like, well, if you ever do this game, let's collab. I was like, alright, we'll do that. The idea for this opening was that we were like in kind of hotel rooms across the hall from each other. I couldn't find good hotel rooms, so it's actually just my bedroom. So
That's where he always brings Minnie.
So Pat was just in one section and I was in another, and it's all green screened. It's just easier that way, especially with the puppets. Just to really clean the bed. Nice.
Mints on the pillows.
So she said something about orange peels. It's funny because, like, I do that to Sam. I put orange peels, I put them in a napkin, and then I just forget about them. And she picks it up, orange peels everywhere. And then Pat reads the script. He's like, "This is like something my grandparents."
I was like, "That's savage."
You really love her. I'd even eat soap for her.
So the room is real, but the chairs I got off the internet. Those aren't really there. The chairs.
What?
I'm sitting on this thing. It's a little ottoman. That's our go-to.
Yeah.
He's not there for me.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so the idea, I wasn't sure what to do. I was talking with Mike Tendo about it when I was like, hey, let's collab on this. And then he suggested, like, make Mickey a jerk, you know, and that'll be kind of funny. I was like, well, South Park already kind of nailed that. So I didn't want to make Mickey Mouse a jerk. I thought it'd be funnier to make him, like, pathetic.
A little bit of a psycho, pathetic.
Yeah, so, like, the eating soap thing, that kind of came from this other sketch comedy show, Tim Robinson's I Think You Should Leave Now, where he's, like, complaining that his wife is eating batteries, like little watch batteries. Like, she just keeps eating them. I don't know why she's eating them. So I was going to make him eat batteries. I was like, no, I got to change it. So I'll make him eat soap. So that's what I did. And I think it worked out. And then have Minnie Mouse hit on me.
For the record, we were all fans of Rescue Rangers. That gadget.
I'm telling Cleo, though, from Heathcliff. Yeah. Because she had, like, the leggings, too. From the 80s. That's good.
I think Gadget was based off of the, at the time, Meg Ryan, when she was still kind of a fox.
Oh, interesting.
Great Circus Mystery. Wow, that's an excellent game for the Sega Genesis.
So this is actually the first time, too, I have sort of two separate storylines happening and going back and forth, like a sitcom. So I was pretty proud of that.
Are we doing this? Is a baby mouse called a Pinky? A male a buck and a female a doe?
And that concludes the animal facts.
No more animal
now we gotta come up with a whole bunch of new facts.
The Great Circus Mystery.
I had to make it something mouse related. That was the most interesting one because I didn't know baby mouse was called a Pinky.
Yeah.
And then I guess a buck and a doe,
Yeah.
the whole deer thing. So.
Starring Mickey and Donald would come out a year later.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Yeah. I was like, all the mouse facts were kind of dumb. And I was like, man, I guess this is the most interesting one. There wasn't anything fun about, like, poop or anything, which is my usual go-to.
A man likes poop, farts, coyote urine.
Coyote urine, I forgot about that one. That's a good one. I mean, these games are the same.
Yeah. Even as Nintendo, I will say, the color, a little bit more vibrant on Sega.
Yeah, definitely pops more.
Something extraordinary, but there are some instances
I look at the small details.
Yeah.
I know some people are like, really? The small details? I'm like, dude, when the games are this similar, I have to look at the small details.
Yeah.
On Sega, they couldn't do that.
But that cloud does look pretty good. It looks
It
a
does.
little lazy.
That looks pretty bad.
Looks better.
Nintendo definitely wins otherwise. I mean, even with it being like washed out, it looks a little more.
Missing completely from your game.
let's say realistic as far as being a mouse, but you know,
Besides,
a
I've got
cartoon.
stuff that you don't. Check out this level. See how it has an earthquake effect? That only happens on Sega. See how the background is falling apart? Again, only on Sega. And check out how the level collapses. Only on
Only
Sega.
on Sega.
See?
I thought that was gonna be really cool because like the levels are completely different. I was
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be like a focal point, but it's not that interesting. They're both kind of okay.
Yeah, like the ground is doing that. It's like Sonic did it. Sonic did it.
But you're not even like in the level when it's doing that. Like,
Yeah.
it only collapses once you're gone.
Mhm.
But it's still falling apart, which looks awesome.
Yeah.
Check out this water level. Look at the effect on that big bubble on Super Nintendo. Now check it out on Sega. Doesn't look quite as good as
Lazy.
Super Nintendo.
Yep.
And now check out this level. Look at the lighting effect on the wall. It pulsates with the fire. And on Sega, no lighting effect.
Mm.
It's just slightly changed color.
I mean, there's like really nothing. And then
It's close
also,
to Super
like, if you
Nintendo
look at the
does
side-by-side
have a
shots, you can see, or just look at the Super Nintendo shots in general, you see the black bars on top and the bottom. I don't know. I didn't know if I should crop that or just keep it in. I kept it in.
Yeah.
What I do is
Accuracy.
I just look at other YouTube videos of people playing it, and then like, oh, they have the black bars on there, so I'm not gonna. Because I always have the frame around the outside.
Every cutscene is the same for both games.
I didn't address it. I stopped addressing the black barness unless it's absurd.
Yeah.
Know which cutscene is from which console?
This was my favorite song in the game, the password selection
Yeah.
song. This was really fun lining everything up so everything was at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Cutscenes are exactly the same too.
Everything else is pretty much the same too. The title screen.
I didn't like that I had him say the same two, then I said the same two, and then I was like, fuck!
Yeah.
The current after every level is
When
the
I was
same.
editing, I was like, God damn it, we're saying the exact same thing.
Same.
And then there was what was the other part that it was like back to back. It was like there are some instances. Well, there's some instances.
Well, when it's back to back when we're doing the live action stuff, it's not bad because there's a voiceover in between. But when it goes from voiceover to live action, it's the exact same line. It's like, fuck!
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Just like your game.
And apparently, I made a mistake here. There is a score on Sega.
Yeah, if you
When
pause it. Yeah.
If it gave you lives,
I didn't
Oh, my personal favorite. If I had been in the room, we would have caught it. The German versus the Dutch.
Oh.
Deutsch is German.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, everybody says that. Yeah, I made a mistake.
That
I have
was,
a billion fucking things to do. I'm gonna make mistakes.
I read the comments and I was just like, when did that happen? Because I guess you were filming it either at home or were up here on your own.
Yeah, well, that was
Was it a voiceover?
That was
or was
me. Yeah, that
that?
was Mike Tendo. That was his voiceover, and
Where is it?
Ah, okay.
Oh no! I'm playing the Sega Genesis version. Why?
I enjoyed the bloopers of this.
yeah.
Why?
If you haven't checked out the bloopers, I recommend it.
Really?
Why? That could happen.
I did have a lot of fun filming it. I was really tired, and I was like, I don't think I have the energy to do this performance the way I need to.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I was like, well, I'm gonna get an Oscar now.
Uh huh.
It's not. It disappears when it comes
Grim
to the
Gringoes come out to social
New HUD on Sega
life.
makes it look cleaner and more cinematic.
That's my
Then
deep,
when it's
thick
over,
voice.
my HUD appears.
Just a second.
So flashy. Super Nintendo game obviously doesn't do that. It's cool seeing the HUD appear. Lets you know to be ready for the action.
That's barely anything.
It's more flash than your game, and it happens again. Check out the pausing. Here's the Super Nintendo game when you pause. Okay, that looks fine. Now here's pausing on Sega. Ah, there's that flash again.
Oh, there's that
There's
score.
the score.
Oh, I had no idea.
Has a slight edge.
Yeah.
It does take a while to do its little pixelation,
A
but
little flash from the HUD every
Yeah,
now and then. This
so
presentation goes to Sega Genesis.
I almost made another mistake though, because I didn't think the Super Nintendo said pause. Because I could see the word pause clearly on Sega, but I didn't see it on Super Nintendo.
Mm.
Luckily, I saw it again.
Sound is kind of tough.
Because we have all the same songs.
Both games have soundtracks composed by Makoto Tomizawa.
Yeah, the songs were okay. I don't know. I didn't grow up with the game, so I don't. It's just kind of okay. This is probably my favorite song in the game, other than the password screen, which I enjoy. Oh, Sam's gonna bring it.
Holy shit! Okay.
Wish mine clearly sounds better. How are we gonna do this? Our games sound the same. Not exactly.
So we're filming this right before we're gonna do a live stream, and I forgot the plug. And we're at Pat's, so, but luckily Sam is going to.
The sound effects on Super Nintendo.
I guess the plug.
Lots of farts.
Behind the scenes, behind the scenes.
Yeah, just Inception scenes. Inception.
Shoot an enemy. You jump with your horse. Even cycling through costumes sounds like farts.
Not all of those sound like farts. Really? Because it makes a good fart song.
It's so funny because I was like, what song should I do? And then it was like, I had this one in mind. I didn't know what to do for the other one. And then like, under pressure, I was like, well, 2 Queen songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Funny song always wins. Fine. I can do that too.
Well, no, see, it's different because theirs goes dan 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 dan. Mine goes dan 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 dan.
This sound is a tie.
Hi?
With neither game having a clear advantage in the music department.
Or with their sound effects.
Best sound is a tie. Our gameplay is also identical.
Both games allow you to play as Mickey or Minnie Mouse. 1 or 2 players. Controls are simple. 1 button to jump, 1 button to switch between costumes, 1 button to change into your costume, and 1 button to grab and throw. You can grab and throw enemies or random blocks.
Where the game gets interesting is the costumes. Each costume gives you a new power.
I mean, they're fun games, like we say in the review, but they are really short.
The safari costume lets you cling to walls and swing from certain objects.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the plug here now. I'm ruining the commentary with this.
You would try dash attack.
I didn't know it had a dash attack until I read the manual for one of the games.
Okay.
So I almost missed that. But nobody gives me credit for that. They just care about Dutch and Deutsch. Like I'm some linguist or some shit.
Deutschland.
I'm not. I speak English. I speak American, actually.
You start off with 3 hearts, but you can find more along the way.
I know 2 languages, good English and bad English.
And like we said,
Oh, that's
you
from?
do have a score, but it doesn't do anything.
It sounds like something Michael Madsen would say.
It was Bruce Willis in Fifth Element.
Ah, okay.
Fun, but a little too easy. Whenever you die, you start right at the same spot. When you lose all your lives, you can use a
I was actually really happy that we were reviewing this game because A, it was really easy and it was fun. And the last few games we've been reviewing have not been that.
Last have been painful to play, but just a lot of work, a lot of behind the scenes, green screen, and
6 levels can be easily beat.
Well, this one still had a lot of green.
Well, true.
For me.
yeah, it's still less than Ghostbusters and Terminator.
I had a lot of green screen.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the ass.
That's fair. I didn't.
Definitely. So, whose game's better? Because gameplay is identical.
It's such a hard time with the puppets.
Let's look at the haunted house.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Everything in our game is identical, except this section of the haunted house. Like I said before, got some Mode 7 here to rotate the room. It's a fun little section that only exists on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm
Like I
not gonna
said
lie.
before,
No,
The actual rotating room
Yeah,
is
it's
cool.
a cool little
Sega,
gimmick.
instead of that Mode 7, I have an exclusive
But that's
section
kind of all that
where
level
everything
is. You
collapses.
just do that a few
It
times in a row and then
fantastic.
You're done with it,
How
right?
cool is it playing through a house where everything's falling apart?
The Mode 7 section's better. No, the collapsing house is better. I mean, it's so short in both of our games.
And they're just
That's what she
different.
said.
I don't really know that one's
Ooh.
better.
Does this mean gameplay is, hold on. Phone's ringing.
I feel bad though because I did write the script and I did write Dutch, and a lot of people gave Mike Tendo shit for it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's my bad. It was my bad.
Dongled or dude, you have
Whatever.
something or other?
Dude, you haven't played this game? Donald? Mike? It's all good.
Originally, I wanted him to
I've been trying to
be
get a hold of you guys for a
in
couple
New
days.
Jersey, like have like
Now
a
it's
green
all about
screen
New
behind
Jersey,
him,
but
and he was
I
like,
think it's a little hesitant.
he had some problems
What is
with
it
his
with
like
New Jersey's
camera
dangerous?
setup, and he didn't think
Really?
green screen would
Like
be
you're
good. So
gonna
I was
visit
like, all right,
my
we'll just
parents.
pretend we're talking to you on the phone.
Yeah.
And But he had filmed that twice actually, because first time he talked to me on the phone like he was on the phone. I was like, no, it was supposed to be a video phone. So you're looking at us. So he gracefully he did it all again.
Yeah.
So he's a professional. That Mike Tendo. Next day, this guy. You don't got to. You want to do a collab with this guy? He'll get you your stuff.
There you go.
ASAP.
Coming equipped with many new features, this port took everything.
And then like I wrote the outline for this. Like I wrote the Dutch, and he did critique some things, but he didn't know. He didn't see the language menu himself, so he said Dutch. But I just said Dutch because I'm a dope.
Just save the
Freaky
game
deaky
anytime
Dutch.
you want. That's a heck of a lot less hassle. There's a visually improved player select screen. You can choose to play in English, French, or Dutch.
Yep.
And the ending has a little more to
was a
it than the
jammin'.
other versions. You see Mickey and Minnie flying with balloons at the end. Don't have that on either console version. While the music is pretty much a straightforward reincarnation of the Super NES,
I know a little
it includes
German.
more chiptune elements via the 8-bit Game Boy portion of the GBA
What?
audio hardware that
Top
other Capcom
secret.
ports utilize
I know a little
as well.
German.
You can say it over there.
For better or for worse.
Oh, I think that's bad. I just noticed. Is this the old house?
So, are you gonna tell us what else was added?
That's the only way I addressed that we were not in my house, that we're in the old house.
Mhm.
And figure,
It's
let's,
not even
well, what
two-player.
are we doing here? We're just wasting time
I
now.
almost forgot. The Game Boy Advance cable can be used for 2-player co-op.
Sounds like more work for us. 9 years
If
later.
you see the red
that's all they
with
added?
this bad boy,
Yes.
that is my house.
You're a hard pass.
It is a gray room with a painting that somewhat matches the wall. That is his house.
But nobody sees the Mad Men painting.
Oh, true.
I can't wait to repaint that.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Love me
floor's
some
done.
Castlevania, especially Super Castlevania 4. What?
Floor is completely done. I'm really proud. I finished the floor like
Trim and all that.
day before New Year's Eve, and I
Nice.
told Sam I'd finish it before the end of the year.
Alright, nailed it.
That didn't help.
Yeah.
You want something done, you call Mike. You need a floor done, you get Dan.
Playing practically the same.
Despite one section that's a little different, gameplay is a tie.
It was so hard to match him because he did it first, and then I had to like do it at the same time. And also matching the beginning, the best Great Circus Mystery Story, Mickey.
Oh
and
my
Minnie,
God.
that was really hard.
That
to
took
get
a
the
bunch
time
of
for.
tries.
I mean, you just did it by yourself. Like I had to match you
Yeah.
like after the fact. It was really difficult.
Presentation's
Mhm.
the same too, with some extra flash on Sega.
Sound is the same. Music really is a personal preference. And sound effects, you're gonna hear parts.
You
For all
hear
intents and
facts.
purposes, gameplay is the same. The Haunted Mansion does have one
Yeah,
section
now with
that's
Dan,
different, but it's
you're
not
gonna
enough to
hear
make
farts.
it
You're gonna hear farts. I eat a lot of beef. I don't eat the meat protein.
Games
Yeah.
are short, both games are simple. Both games are fun.
Both games are pretty cheap, so not even price matters. These games are just too similar.
Best Mickey and Minnie Great Circus Mystery goes to Super Nintendo.
And Sega
We even tried saying that at the
Yeah.
same time, but that was just too weird, so I just went with that. Nobody seemed to mind.
Yeah.
I overthink
Minnie
these
work
things.
so well in these games. I'm sure we can convince them to patch things up. Maybe with a new adventure. You're right. We're gonna put those two back together. And it doesn't matter how Minnie and I feel towards one another. Yeah! What? Let's give it everything we've got and save that
Where the arms swing.
Uh-huh. A rum.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
There's a bar of soap behind Mickey too.
Because you ate all that soap. Why would you do that?
All right,
What is this
Minnie,
voice
Minnie,
you're doing?
You do
I
it
don't
as
know.
I feel like it's from
a-
something.
Listen, because we got things to say.
It's like, it's like a mixture of Dennis and Charlie together.
Hard.
Breaking news. Mickey
Sam
and Minnie
Drew
Mouse
cameo.
are proud boards of
Mhm.
course. They request to please be left alone in this trying time.
So that was my house, and we're watching it at Pat's house.
That's not good.
Nobody noticed.
Yes.
In other news, Mike Tendo, aka Dongle, has gone missing. Last seen in New Jersey. No leads.
Well, fuck. Guess he had a reason to fear going to Jersey. Do you know what diner that is?
Time to eat.
Time to Eat Diner,
Yep,
yeah.
I saw it. I was like, I've spent many nights there.
I'm so happy to be with you two.
And I had to make that couch. That's that couch, the back, the table. I had to fucking figure out how to do all that shit, mess with the lighting, even that thing, that piece of wood on top,
Yeah.
to try to match this.
Yeah.
You too, honey
just so I could do my shitty Pulp Fiction thing here.
This is a robbery! Any of you fools!
This is technically two back-to-back that have Pulp Fiction references in them.
Oh yeah. But that one's all
Deleted.
bloopers.
Yeah.
This video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Support us on Patreon.
There it is.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Of both games. Also, thanks to Dongold for helping us out this episode. Be sure to check out his
Do
channel.
not get mad at him for Dutch. I am Dutch.
You're gonna love his channel.
Deutsch.
And if you have a suggestion for future episodes, leave it in the comments. We will get to them. Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
One of the bloopers.
A tie? Oh, that's no fun. There's gotta be a winner in something. There will be. We're gonna have a good old chug-off. One,
Chug-off is a terrible term.
Oh, we love the chug-off.
I was so close. I thought I was at the end.
I thought you finished too. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't.
Yeah, you got a lot more there, buddy. So, yeah, that was a fun episode.
Yeah, I was.
All right, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I got a little distracted, but yeah,
Hope you enjoyed.